Grumpy Grandpa, back again. All you knuckleheads out there, I know it's been a long time. I've been doing a lot of work on our other channel, Two Old People on a Couch, kind of for the more newsier for the older people. But I want to talk to you young knuckleheads because our generation let you down. And the generation kind of before us started to let you down. See, America's been taken over slowly. It's been taken over in their weapon is safety. One of their biggest weapon is safety. See, back in my day, we could run around the neighborhood with just kids, no parental, guidance, nobody watching us, and we did a lot of knucklehead things. Probably a lot of things that should have hurt us, and some of it did hurt us. But we did it. We had a lot of fun. We learned a lot while we were doing that fun stuff. I mean, our government has slowly been taking away our freedom and they disguise it as safety. We got cars now. They're so safe. They got seat belts, they've got airbags, they got all this stuff. I'm not against it all, but it shouldn't be required. It should be like, oh, I want that safety stuff. I'll buy that for my safety. But you shouldn't have to be required to have all that safety to buy a car. Now, a car costs too much for some people that are just trying to start out in life. They don't want all that safety. They just want a car that gets them from point A to point B. Now, you get pulled over, you don't have a safety belt on, you're going to get a ticket. And that takes more money out of you, away from you. You should have the right to do whatever you want to. And if your insurance company doesn't like you not having a seatbelt on, well, then they can charge you more. So, yeah, there's ways around this, but the government has slowly taken away all our freedom. They're going to take away your Second Amendment because they're going to say, well, we want you safe. So if we take away your guns, you'll be safer. The mob family has been doing this for years. The Italian mob family starts off, they go into a neighborhood and they say, they'll wreck up somebody's store. And then they'll say, hey, you want to be safe from that? You pay us and we'll protect your place. We'll make sure nobody breaks it up. Meanwhile, they're the ones breaking up your place. So basically, you're just paying them, not for protection, just so they won't tear up your place. But they disguise it in the form of safety. It's a big tactic to take away your freedom. Now, we got a lot of people growing up without dads, and moms are safe. They like their kids to stay safe. So do the dads, but the dads know that a boy and stuff, they need to get out and maybe get hurt. But they know, if they're not going to learn unless they go out and do some stuff. And so, the dad's always kind of like, yeah, let him go. He might crack his skull open, but sooner or later, we're going to have to let him go. He's going to have to figure this stuff out on his own. So as kids, we even had more freedom. But then the moms are like, oh, no, you can't. Now we have broken families. Kids just being raised by their mom. And then the mom's not going to let them do nothing. They're like, safety, safety, safety. So they're not going to let them do it. It's all in the name of safety. And you youngins out there are going to have to stand up for your own freedom sooner or later. We've kind of just let them chip away at our freedom. Slowly. It's not very, you don't see it that much. Now, for your safety, they want to keep you in your house. They want you to wear a mask. They want you to lose your livelihood, your jobs, everything in the name of safety. And if you don't do it, they're going to arrest you. In New York now, you can't go to church or they're going to arrest you. You can't gather or they're going to arrest you. You can't open up your businesses or they will arrest you. It's all in the name of safety. And that's all this is people. It's just a flu bug, just like all the other flu bugs that have come years past, but they're using it as a tool to take away your freedom. And if you let them, they're going to do it. And before you know it, in the name of safety, your freedoms are going to be all gone. And then guess what? They're not going to give a rat's ass about your safety. They're going to put you to work. And for them, the elites that took over everything in the name of safety, and they're going to use it to their advantage, and they're not going to give a crap about you no more because they got you. They got control of you. You gave away your freedom in the name of safety. So you got to wake up sooner or later, people. You got to wake up. You got to start looking around at what's going on. I mean, yeah, some people have died from this last thing going around. Some people have died from the flu before this last thing going around. It happens every year, people. And until you just stop worrying about, you know, breaking a nail or something like that, we're all just going to have to get out and get back to work and live life normal. That's what I want. I want everybody to live normal. Get the government out of this. If you don't feel safe going out, don't go out. If you feel safer with a mask, wear a mask. If you feel safer with an airbag, buy a car with an airbag. But man, don't push it down I mean, you can't even buy a house without 50 million inspections. You know, back in the old days, houses were you just built a house and you lived in it. You might not have that much money, so it might not have been the safest house, but you built a house that, got you out of the weather. At least you weren't freezing or homeless. Nowadays, you got to have 50 million inspections just before you can move into your house in the name of safety. Everything's safety, and it always gets worse. Do you ever notice they never take a safety rule out? Like, okay, maybe that's a little overreach. Let's take that safety rule. Maybe we shouldn't care if they wear seatbelts. That's on their own. They're dumb if they don't wear their seatbelt. So, we're going to just take that rule. No rules ever go out. They just keep adding up and up and up until you're taxed to death for safety. I mean, they're making you worry about the weather. The weather. Ooh, we got to tax you to save you from the weather. Just another one of the save you moments that are out there. So that's all, knuckleheads. It's been a long time. I'm going to try to put out some more videos. I tried to keep them to where, I just told you about good values and all that stuff, but all that value stuff and everything's going to be out the window if you lose your freedom. So I'm going to call this the freedom room. You might see me in the garage still, but right now I'm in the freedom room. I'm talking about freedom. I'm talking about everybody just stand up and stop letting them take over our freedom in the name of safety. If you want to go to church, go to church. If you don't feel safe going to church, don't go to church. It's pretty simple, people. I'm getting tired of it. So that's all I got today. Grumpy Grandpa's back. I'm going to try to put out at least 2 videos a week and get this channel moving again. It's getting close to election time, and we need our freedom. We need to vote for Trump. We need less government, less safety, and let us dictate what we think is safe for our family and for ourselves. We've lost, I don't mean to sound ridiculous, but America has lost their balls. We're just all bowing down to the government in the name of safety. And, we got a bunch of Karens around now. All they're doing is turning us in if you're not doing the right thing. Or you got a bunch of narcs out there running around saying, "Oh, we didn't have a mask on," and all this. And you're getting arrested for just not having a mask on. People are getting in fights on planes for not having a mask on. My goodness, people. Just, let's get over it. It's the flu. It's going to happen every year. The death rates are like 99.9 for up to 19 of people that contract it. 99.9% of the people live through it. 99.8, and then you get all the way up into the, over 65, and it's still 99 point, no, 94% are still over like 70 or something like that. 94% of the people are still surviving. And the only people dying really are the ones that have pre-existing conditions or comorbidities or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the term, but that's what it is, folks. You're being all scared to lose your freedom for safety. So let's all start thinking on our own. Over on Two Old People on the Couch, we like to say, do your own research. Me and Deb are always, do your own research. Don't believe what these people are telling you. And, man, I've been going around, walking around, trying to live as normal as I can. I have to wear a mask once in a blue moon. I'm not going to be an ass. If a store, requires it, I'll go in with a mask on. But as soon as I'm out of there, I'm, open. I'm shaking people's hands. People are shaking my hands. And, yeah, people are getting it. I might have had it back in November, December before this thing was even a thing. I was sicker than a dog. So I probably already had it before it even became something. And, I've been sick before. I'm going to get sick again. But, I'm not going to wear a mask every day from here on out. That just ain't going to happen. And just wake up, look around. Let's get America back. Let's try to start cutting back all these safety rules to where we can be free and make our own minds whether it's safe or not. It's getting ridiculous. All right, well, knuckleheads, let's keep it free out there. Let's start. You young men, you're gonna have to start standing up for yourselves, or you're gonna lose your country, and you're gonna have not so much fun. You're not gonna have as much fun as I did back before safety was such a huge thing. It was becoming a thing. But back in my day, man, we had a lot of fun, and I cracked my skull a couple times, but that's just the way it goes, you gotta take risks to have some fun and freedom. So talk to you later, knuckleheads, and I will get out another video this week. So that's it.